Man, oh man, just when you think that today couldn't get any more weirder. So what we have here is an article about a woman from Germany was found guilty of poking holes in condoms. So I guess you could say if you do stuff like this, that's considered sexual assault. Like I didn't know none of this was happening. So I think nowadays women are being held accountable for their actions, but I highly doubt this won't end well, because I know there's a lot of men out there that are gonna probably be triggered by this article, and I'm just learning of this just now, and something tells me we're all gonna end up being triggered by this article. So I'm not gonna waste any more time with this rambling. I'm just gonna jump shift into this article. A Germany court found a woman guilty of sexual assault for poking holes in her partner's condom, reports say. The woman was given a 6-month suspended sentence in what the judge described as a historic case involving reverse stealing, according to, I can't pronounce his name, but it's whatever. The case involved a 39-year-old woman who was in a friends with benefits relationship with a 42-year-old man, the outlet said. Okay, so the part when it says that she was in a friends with benefits with a male, it really goes to show you that when you see women like this that are like friends with benefits, that should let you know that they don't really want to be in a relationship. They want to be friends with with benefits. They just want to be friends. Someone please help me make it make sense here, because anytime when a man wants to get to know you, that is really attracted to you, they always want to be friends with you because of how you look and how you approach them. And yet when they approach to us, they can't handle rejection, excuse me. But this right here is one of the biggest red flags in history of this planet Earth. When we have a female that wants to be in a friends with benefits relationship with a 42-year-old man. This is just weird, y'all. The pair met online in 2021 and began a casual sexual relationship, but the woman developed deeper feelings for him. Now, the online relationship, that's a red flag once again, because growing up, I've always been traditional. I would rather meet you in person instead of just online, because you don't know what that person might look like underneath. So if you meet that person like a few months later, and if they're not who they say they are in a profile, that means you've been catfished. So online relationship began last year. Red flag, because if you met that person online, that means that it was bound to be doomed from the beginning. Let's continue. She later then confessed to secretly poking holes in condoms that the man kept on his nightstand in the hopes of becoming pregnant. Oh no. So basically she was doing her little sneaky link things by poking holes in a man's condom without his consent, thinking that she was going to get pregnant. And for one thing, that is one of the biggest red flags too. How you gonna be in a relationship with someone knowing that you did not have sex with them consensually without their consent, by poking holes in a man's condom, try to get yourself pregnant? Number one, that's sexual assault. And two, you just committed a crime, for one thing. I never in my life came across an article like this, but this is the first. And they always said that we're the ones being charged with sexual assault, but A lot of people don't realize that females do it too, certain degrees. But I know there's a lot of them that get away with a lot. But I think when it comes to males, we get huge amount of punishment for it. Something tells me it's bound to get worse from here as we continue on with this article. Her plan did not succeed, and the man pressed charges against her. Good. I'm glad that he did that. Prosecutors and the court were intentionally uncertain of what specific charges to levy against the woman. After considering whether the crime constituted rape, Judge, I can't pronounce his name or her or whatever, Germany concluded that sexual assault was fitting, as a man could be charged for removing a condom without a woman's knowledge, which is known as the crime of stifling. Now, here's the thing. In history of the court system, males always get big punishment for rape or sexual assault by any case necessary. But when it comes to females, they get a pass with everything. And you look at the history of in the past when you have high school teachers sleeping with students, especially female teachers, and they all got like some got a few years, some got, put on a sexual what I'm trying to say is that some of them were put on a sexual sex offender registrations, but most of them walked away free. Some were on the sex offender list, and some were serving life in prison because of behaviors like this. But I think at some point, I think society has come to realization that when it comes to females getting away with a lot, let's just say that this is the first time that a woman has been found guilty on sexual assault of a man by poking holes through the condoms and try to steal their sperm in order to get pregnant. That's rape, for real. Let's continue. Stifling typically refers to a person secretly removing their condom during sexual intercourse without the knowledge of their partner. Okay, so we're just learning what stealthy means. So I'm glad we get that out of the way. So let's continue on. This provision also applies in the reverse case. The condoms were rendered unstable without the man's knowledge, that person said, according to the Weld. No means no here as well, the judge added. Well, anytime when we say no, they always think that we're gay, that we can't take it. But if a male were to do stuff to a female, that's considered rape. Like, they always want to fight equality, and yet somehow they get away with it. But as soon as we have a say in it, we get called down on it. So where exactly is the logic in that? Saying something. If you're in a relationship with a female that does the exact same thing to you, you better do what this man did. Press charges against her and make her realize her wrongdoings. Because we all know the court system will always side with the female, and that will always find her innocent and not guilty, knowing that there's going to be evidence against her. But at some point in life, you're going to have to know your worth as a man. Don't be letting females like this get away with sexual crimes. It's not just us men that are going through problems like this. Females go through it too. Females are sexual predators as well. Excuse me. And I think the world does not want to talk about that. And so I want to bring this video into a small little topic opinion that I remember a while back. So there was this female, on TikTok, and she was talking about how her son's friends, was talking about how they was looking at her all sexually and being turned on by them. she's talking to a minor. And she was also saying that once, they get older, they can always come to her whenever they're ready, whenever she's ready. And she threw her cheek on the side to end the video and giving us the finger, letting us know that she doesn't care what we're thinking of her. Well, ma'am, I hate to tell you this, but a lot of us think that you should care because you're talking about doing the nasty to minors, especially when they get older. Now, like I said, society does not want to talk about female predators, but they always want to talk about male predators. But what about females? And each time when we talk about this topic, there's a lot of you simps out there that will take what she said it's okay. There's nothing okay about a female talking about young boys and wanted to get it on with them. Like, come on, people. Like, y'all gotta have enough common sense to realize that a female is a problem when she talks about stuff like this. Like, this is not a game. This is not funny. This is real life. So, take this article as a lesson. A life lesson for all of the males out there that are going through sexual assault by females like this. I don't know when is her next hearing, but we will do an update on the story. And yeah, if y'all want the article, I will post it in the description below. But until then, I'm gonna see y'all in my next video. I'm out of here.